Hello, viewers. You're watching Bipolar Opposites. I'm your guy, Tim Coven. Today, I will be talking to you about seizures. Okay, I know this really is not funny at all, so if you ever enjoyed previous episodes that's funny, well, this isn't one. Okay, so, I have a condition of seizures. It's not quite exactly epilepsy as much as it is seizures because, well, if you recall from previous episodes, like medications and whatnot, I talked about I take like 20 pills a day. And unfortunately, you know when you watch the TV and they have all those medications, they have the side effects, this can happen, this can happen, this can happen, this can happen. Well, seizures can happen on medications, and unfortunately they do. So, it's not quite a seizure disorder as it is caused by medications. Now, is anything to be done about it? Well, my neurologist has several times suggested maybe having me do a test to see what exactly caused them by not getting my medications. Well, I've gone for several days at a time without my medications, and you know what? My body shuts down. I can't do anything if I go without my medication for too long. I go absolutely insane, and, slowly, I go away, and unfortunately, well, I almost died a couple times because they held me for medications. I mean, I one time went for 3 days on medications. That was a mess, and seizures, just not pretty. So, you know what? It would be nice to try to isolate the cause of the seizures, but unfortunately, denying me my meds I'm not kidding you, it would kill me. I mean, even my neurologist kind of realizes that, but she doesn't quite fully grasp. But unfortunately, if I have the seizures and relying on medications, I mean, I've been on medications like this since I was 14 years old, so, my body's just used to all these medications, that just stopping would be very harmful. So, let me describe a seizure to you that I have. First off, I get very, very lightheaded. Sometimes I know what's going on, sometimes I don't. Then, after a little bit, I go unconscious. I just sag to the floor, just right down. Like a sack of potatoes, I just go down. Then I convulse. I convulse for, so it's a range of something. I've gone from 30 seconds to, one time I went almost 3 minutes of a seizure. That couldn't have been pretty. I mean, it sucks. I mean, I'm on the medications, and unfortunately, every once in a while, I do have a breakthrough seizure, or I forget to take my meds, like when I go to therapy, and then seizure happens. I mean, granted, there hasn't been anything major for a long time, but a few months back, I did have a pretty bad seizure, and it was scary. Boom, I was gone. I was just completely gone. When I came to, I was, it's hard to describe. It really is like being dead. Like going, crossing the river Styx, just waiting to reach my death. And what got me back? Little Waka there. He don't like to appear on this camera, but he got me through that seizure. I mean, I crawled into the room, and he just watched me. I just put my hand right on the tank, and a few seconds later, I was back. So, as I said before, emotional support animals are good. In this case, that proved how good Waka was. So, when I come to, I'm lightheaded. Sometimes I don't know what's happened, where I've been, and just memory goes on it. So, just like short-term memory as it goes. Bye-bye. Is it scary? Yes. It's a scary thought that anytime I go anywhere, anything I do, I can just, boom, go down out of seizure. I mean, it's a scary thought. I mean, no matter what I do, no matter how much I take my medications, there's always the risk of it happening. And it's a scary thought. I mean, a family member of mine, she had emphysema and she had diabetes, and unfortunately, she didn't want to own her diabetes and emphysema and just gave into it. And unfortunately, she passed away a few years back. And she wouldn't do anything, she just expected to be served and everything. I loved her. I really, really loved her. And, she She didn't take charge of her illness. Me, I do. I'm me, not my illnesses. So yes, I have a seizure anywhere I go. And it's a scary thought, but you know what? I push on because I have to live. Because I have to have a life. You know what? That's how it is. So I fight. I'm a fighter. I mean, I went and had brain surgery. It was pretty bad, so. But I just keep going. Just keep going, going, going. You know what? I'm tough. Keep going, and I live. So, that's about it for today. So I say till next time, Tim Cullen, out.